If any of you know me and know my connection to these servers, you will know that this was painful for me to make. Before we get started, I want to share the message of not sending anyone in this video hate. This video is made for the community to understand what is happening, as well as the broader Minecraft community. However unfortunate it is that I'm making this video, I find it important to educate the community about what has happened. This is a story of two servers, a large disagreement between owners, and a community severely divided by these events. But we need to start from the beginning and explore the timeline of Vanilla Europa. Vanilla Europa was created by a player named Zepsy Zola on November 15th, 2018. In the first 2 years of VE, titled The Harmonious Age by Zepsy, the player base was small and very close-knit, with the players living close together and Spawn being the main hub of players. The vast majority of these players no longer play due to being quit, banned, or left for personal reasons. Over the next many years, Vanilla Europa's player base began to skyrocket. With the more players, Zepsy's financial growth also grew from rank purchases and crate keys. A PvP community also expanded, building cool arenas and making new events for the player base to enjoy. While this isn't everything I wanted to include in this timeline, the video would simply take way too long to come out and I need this video to release. Now we'll explore what many players have become to call the Zepstein Files. While I don't think this may be the most appropriate name, it's kind of funny nonetheless. Essentially, in around February of last year, a former moderator on Vanilla Europa began to work on a server with his brother. This server existed around 13 years ago, but was shut down due to the owner's life commitments. Then it was reopened in April of last year. This server will become to be known as the Wonder Project. DW, after coming up with the basis for this server, invited multiple high-up VE staff to tour the new server. Soon after this, DW would be permanently banned from Vanilla Europa because of advertising to members. While many players accepted Zepsy's reasoning, it was still a massive shock to the community, as DW was a loved moderator and extremely helpful for the player base and new players. Now, while there is more history and events with what happened with the Wonder Project server, for the sake of time, we will move on yet again to what many people are calling the VE Purge. On March 21st of this year, Zepsy Zola reached out to several players regarding the WP Discord tag on their Discord profile. He requested these players remove the tag. Specifically, some of these players are myself, Axolotl34, Tintin, SBHDN, and Taco the L. Axo and Taco decided to agree and removed their tags. SP refused as he is a moderator on WP and didn't want to. Zepsy decided to double-check SP's chat logs on VE, and after finding enough evidence of advertising WP, he was banned. Finally, Tin, an incredibly well-respected VE player, voluntarily decided to quit Vanilla Europa as this was his last straw. He would be banned a few days later for reasoning like advertising. As for me, after my discussion with several other players, I elected to ignore Zepsy's message and continue playing. Then, on March 24th, the ban wave began. As I go through these, I strongly recommend you pause the video and read the Discord messages and screenshots there throughout it for more context and detail. The Orange Cat 2019, otherwise known as Jenny, Raining Death DF, and Zombind, all of who were veteran or well-respected players on VE, were banned due to a report of advertising by another player. Zepsy did not initially check the accusations and just banned the players, which Zepsy himself admits to in this screenshot. These player bans were lifted a few days later after many more bans and accusations against Zepsy. However, none have returned to VE permanently as they feel wronged. Now, this list of players is an approximate order of banning, and I'll try and put the proof of banning up on screen as I say their name. SPHDN, Tintin, Goodfellow, HRR, Renee Bowen, XRHYS, Biwi, Gamma Jack, Buddha, and Gloomy Mirror 818. Zepsi states that no players have been banned for simply talking about the server. I will show screenshots of proof for all these players. This is true with most of the players. Coming completely clean, I myself did in fact advertise WP publicly on Vanilla Europa. However, I just had an extensive argument and discussion with Zepsi Zola, in which you may have seen and will see screenshots of throughout this video. I'd fully made up my mind to leave Vanilla Europa, and I was under the impression that I would be banned regardless, so I took the reckless action of publicly advertising WP as a last-ditch effort and left VE forever. I was banned within 24 hours. I'd also like to bring up one more ban. DW's girlfriend was banned from VE on the 25th, despite not doing anything wrong, which Zepsi admits to in this screenshot I received from her. She made an appeal, to which Zepsi responded, "Too big of a risk to keep here on account you being DW's girlfriend, given that there's been mass amounts of unknown DM advertising." Zepsi never followed up on his second message, and when she responded protesting the ban, she told Zepsi to stop this and, quote, "get a effing grip" before giving up. Zepsi also began implementing a bounty system in which if you turned in people who were advertising, you were granted 3 special crate keys on Vanilla Europa. Zepsi made some pretty serious allegations against DW and his brother. In Zepsi's letter, he claims that DW stole plugins from VE and used them to create his own carbon copy of VE. He states, "Without asking me, DW used this command and then copied pretty much every plugin we used on his own server, with the exception of the market plugin." He then says in this paragraph his reasoning why he refuses to talk to DW about this whole situation. DW and his brother responded to some of these allegations between messages between myself, DW, his brother, and a few other players on the Wonder Project server. DW says that the plugins were widely available to the public, and there were certain ones that were developed for the Wonder Project, and that Zepsi is the one who's taking this steps further and carrying on the conflict. One of the Vanilla Europa staff members responded to some of the messages DW said and wanted to make it very clear that the staff is indifferent to this conflict and didn't want to be involved. A player on both servers by the name of Serial Mole decided to put Zepsi's entire 2.5-page letter explanation of the situation through an AI checker, in which it received an AI score percentage of 91. Despite my own involvement, I've attempted to stay clear of as much bias as I possibly could and simply lay out the facts for both the communities. I myself have a very large connection to Vanilla Europa, having played on the server for almost 3 years, building mega bases, hosting events, and even making a video promoting the server, which I have been debating taking down. I have hundreds of amazing memories on VE, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't sad I was leaving Vanilla Europa. Well, that was that. I'd like to reiterate for one last time, please do not send hate to anyone in this video. In no way is this meant to be defamation or hating. It is simply an informational piece for both communities. I hope you found this video at least watchable, and if anything else happens, I'll keep you all updated.